And welcome back to the channel. On this video I'm going to be riding the Lyric Graffiti, the original Lyric Graffiti, as you see it right there. And today I want to talk about tires and PSI. And this is a question that people have often. If you can look right there, it says, if you can see that, it says inflate to 30 PSI. So that's what these tires say on them, and let's hop on and talk about tire PSI. I just want to mention about the weather here today. It's just a perfect day for riding. 75 degrees, there's a breeze. That's awesome for bike riding. So hopefully you got nice weather where you are and you can get out and enjoy it. So let's talk about tire PSI. Okay, so these tires are 20 by 4 inch CST big boat tires on the Lyric Graffiti, original Lyric Graffiti. And the PSI recommended is inflate to 30 PSI. Doesn't mean you have to go that high. I would say you'd want to go in the 20 to 30. And personally, I like to inflate my tires to the max. Not exactly sure why I like to, but I like them good and firm. I think you get a little bit more, to me, a little bit more of a stable ride. Yeah, and so I've always done that. I've always gone whatever the max PSI is, but I have read where people say, don't ever go to the max. Well, my question is, if that's not recommended to go that high, then why do they write that on the sidewall of your tire? They should go lower if it's not the amount you can go up to, you know. So anyway, I like to go that high. Now, if you're a heavier rider, you'll want a higher PSI. You'll want closer to the max. If you're a lighter rider, maybe you don't want to go as high. I should mention my weight. So I'm running right now, I haven't got weighed lately, but I'm about in the 170 to 175 is my weight. So I could probably go a little lower on the PSI, but I like my tire to be good and firm. I think you get a little better speed. I think you get a bit better range for your battery. And yeah, you might not get quite as, might be a little bit more of a bouncy ride, but depending on what bike I have, this one here does not have a suspension in the rear, so you might feel it a bit more, but you can get away with that as far as the like the Lyric Graffiti X. It has a full suspension, so it may not matter quite so much. The other thing I would recommend is fat tires. You can get away with lowering the PSI some if you want a softer ride. But if you got the narrower tires, then no, you don't want to be. You want to go closer to the max on a narrow tire. Like if you got a 2.5 inch tire, I would go closer to the max personally. Or if you're a bigger, heavier rider, I would recommend. Or if you're carrying a lot of cargo, extra weight there, I would go higher. But it's a good topic. The other thing I would say is that in the summer, just like your car, your tire is going to expand maybe a little bit more in the heat. So you might want to go according to that. You may want to check. What I do is I would check my PSI more often, you know, once in a while, because tires do leak out air. and they'll soften over, especially if you haven't ridden it all winter, like through the winter. They're just sitting there, then yeah, I would make sure I check my PSI. I would check it I think every few weeks maybe is a good idea to check it. But yeah, it's a really good topic. It's a question that people ask often. You know, what PSI should I be running? I would check my side wall of the tire and see what it recommends, and then maybe experiment a bit. Most, I would say most 20-inch by 4-inch like these fat tires are going to say in the 30 range. So I would say 20 to 30 is probably, and the narrower tires are going to go higher PSI for sure. So yeah, you might want to check your tire and then just kind of experiment with what feels good for you for your ride. And it's going to depend too on the terrain. If you're riding on rough terrain, you might want to lower your PSI. Most of my riding is on pavement. So yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on PSI and what you maybe use for your bike, and what size tires are you running, or what tires do you got? Like I say, I think I would be checking them every few weeks to make sure they're up to par. I think I'm trying to think now of the Graffiti X. I think the tires are also 30 on those. Like I say, hopefully, I'm hoping you guys have great weather where you are. It's 75 right now. It's supposed to get close to 80 here today, so pretty nice. And with that breeze, I love the breeze when it gets warmer out, because it does fan you and definitely helps. I think this is the first time in a long time that I've been able to ride short sleeve. I don't think I've done that in 2025 till today. And what is today's date? I can't even see, it's so bright out here. It's the 24th. I'm recording this on Thursday, April 24th. You're going to see it on Friday, April 25th. And that means we're a week away from May already. And hopefully by May, if you're not already out there, that everyone can be out on their bikes and enjoy them. And hey, let me know in the comments. Here's something else. Is this, excuse me, still fighting some kind of virus, but I think I'm gonna beat it eventually. Anyway, is this the first year for you riding an electric bike? Are you new into the electric bikes, or have you been riding them for years? Let me know in the comments how long you've been riding an e-bike for. Are you brand new to it, first year, or have you been riding for several years? I believe for myself, I believe it's 7 years. 6.5. I think it's 6.5. Because I got my first bike I think I got my first bike. I always get this mixed up, but I believe it's 2018 Black Friday. So in November 2018. And that was a Rad Rover 4, and I never looked back. Just a warning that if you are riding and getting into this for the first time, it's addicting. And your eyes will start to wander at other bikes. I know your brain is probably going to say on one side no, and on the other side it's going to light up and say, yeah, look at that bike, or look at this one. You know, you start seeing other bikes and you kind of get the itch to get another one and another one and another one. The only thing is they're expensive, so it's not easy to be doing that. So just be careful if you're getting into this. It could become addicting. And don't say I didn't warn you. But it's a heck of a lot of fun. All right. That's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to comment on this or any other videos, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And it's much appreciated when you guys do chime in and add some comments into the video. That's always awesome, and it makes for a fun community where we trade thoughts on e-bikes. I think it's awesome. So once again, that's going to do it. And until next time, be safe, everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.